Hi, everybody. I'm Mel Dorr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic, and I've got Kevin Chandler in the house.
Hey Mel, hey everyone.
And we're doing something new tonight. We're streaming it on my channel, but also on Kevin's channel.
Yeah.
So if you're watching on Kevin's channel, any donations you make go to Kevin. If you're watching on my channel, any donations you make come to me. Um, my donations tonight, I'm going to be giving to Chicago Canine Rescue. So we got our dog Lucky. And I've got a story, Kevin. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
What kind of dogs you got, Kevin?
Well, I have a couple. I have my oldest dog, George. I've had him for about 10 years. He's a long hair Chihuahua, I think like a Jack Russell mix. And then I have an Australian cattle dog and an Australian Shepherd.
Um, our dog Lucky is part Australian cattle dog and part Kelpie, and her mother got around. But my friend Leslie Lipowski, she was on one of my tours, and I had stinky bad breath. And I said, "Does anybody have a breath mint?" And she gave me this breath mint. It was in the shape of this little bone. And it was so good. I go, "Oh my God, these are great." And she goes, "This is my invention." So tonight's show is being sponsored by Leslie, and her products are really, really good. Blizzard's Bones. So the dog's preferred mint for humans. And if you want to get a hold of Leslie, you can see it in the banner. And it's a cool story. Leslie was a hairstylist, and in between clients, she'd put a mint in her mouth. And so, she got all these different flavored mints, tried every mint in the book. And so she thought, hey, I'll come up with my own. But there's really a lot to it. She had to come up with flavor profiles. She had to make a company to stamp out the little bone, and it took over 100 molds to get them to do that, right? And then she had to figure out ways to advertise it and to get it out there. So she was trying to think of a name for it. And her at the time, her snow lab was a yellow lab, snow lab they call them. They're really almost white. The dog name was Blizzard, and she was calling the dog, and Blizzard wouldn't come. She goes, "Blizzard, get over here." And Blizzard's Bones was born.
Oh, nice.
So Blizzard's Bones, all right. It was her first yellow lab or snow lab. And so, she started doing this, and it was successful. And, Blizzard saw his name all over the world, his picture on all kinds of stuff. But sadly, Blizzard, the first Blizzard, passed away. And then Leslie thought, boy, I need to get another dog. So Leslie did also rescues dogs. She runs a dog rescue.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. So after Blizzard 1 passed, you got to hear this. This is all about synchronicity. The rescue she worked for took in a pregnant mom from Texas. And 12 puppies later, there was another male snow lab in the litter. And she kept saying, no, 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 no. But guess what? Blizz 2 came along, Blizzard 2. Blizzard 2 passed away at the age of 5, unfortunately, went to the Rainbow Bridge. And then Leslie rescued a chocolate lab whose name was Barney. And Leslie decided that Barney needed a playmate. And guess what? A mom and her litter of pups arrived from Tennessee, one of which was a white lab. Do you believe that? Leslie's, I'm too old for a puppy. Yeah, right. Well, we've all heard that. And so
Right.
here you go, Blizzard 3. So getting this up, not Kathy, Leslie, her friend's name is Kathy. Leslie says, she heard no a million times. And she said, no is just about stepping out of the fear, and it's an invitation to negotiate. So I've tried these mints. They are absolutely amazing. and they come like this. Oops, I lost it. I'm always losing it, but they look like that. Can you see it?
Oh, those are cute little dog bones.
Yeah, they taste great. So order them, guys. So Blizzard's Bones is sponsoring us tonight, thanks to Leslie Lapowski. So if you want to order them, you can see in the banner below, but go to mintblizzardsbones.com, or you can call 847-350-8223 and tell them Mel and Kevin sent you from YouTube. So I'm just so excited about this. So, and Leslie's watching tonight. Hi, Leslie. So,
Linda just said something real quick. Let me pull it up. She said, "Hi, Mel and Kevin. The website Blizzard Bones and Blizzard Bones are for sale domain names. Can you recheck the address?"
let me see here. Hold on. It's Mint. You got to put Mint in front of it. Mint Blizzard's Bones.
Okay.
On the
Oh, I see it. There's a space in it, though.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, I don't know how to take the space out, but it's mintblizzardsbones.com.
All right.
So I put a space in there and I didn't mean to. I don't know how to correct that, but let me see if I can go in and correct it.
You should be able to click on it and edit it, Mel. You might have to take it down.
Let me see what I can do here. Okay.
Well, while Mel's doing that, we're going to be doing personal readings tonight, which I'm really excited about. I go in no particular order, just kind of the questions that I feel drawn to answer. But I always tell people, even if we don't get your question answered, oftentimes there's a message for the collective group. So take that advice for you if it feels like it resonates. If I can just say something about my channel real quickly while Mel does that. So I just hit 7,000 subscribers. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe. I'm doing a contest giveaway for a free 30-minute reading and a free 45-minute Reiki session. So to enter on that, I posted it on my community board. My last video, Tarot Tuesday, it should have date May 2nd, 23. Comment on that video starting with reading or Reiki, depending on what you'd like to be entered for. And next Tuesday, I'll be pulling my 2 winners. So thanks, everybody, for all the support and help me get to 7,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it.
So I changed it, mintblizzardsbones.com.
There we go.
And just let me make sure I have this correct. All right, because let's see here. You ever notice when you're looking for something, can't find it?
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I've got it here.
But if you all are missing politic readings with me and Mel, we will be on the Cool Crones channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be on Colleen's channel. So make sure to come check us out if you have any political questions.
It says Blizzard Bones, but to get to it, you put the word mint in front of it. Mintblizzardsbones.com. Okay. Yes, right. And everybody, please go to Kevin's channel. Thumbs up, subscribe. 7,000, yay! Yes. Congratulations.
It's crazy because I was just celebrating 5K. You came on in December. So I'm feeling hopefully by this time next year, we'll have another celebration party when I get to 10K.
I remember when you first started and you were trying to hit 1,000.
1,000, yeah. I think our first show, I hit the 1,000. I think I was just under it. I was like 900 and something.
I'm going, okay.
And then it skyrocketed to like 3,000 after our first show. So,
I'm almost at 19,000.
Yes.
And when I get to 20, I'll have a 20,000 party. I'm going to give away 3 free Aloha shirts, 1 hour reading, 3 1.5 hour readings. And, for my members, I think after they're on for a while, I'm going to start doing shows members only that they can see first, and we'll put it up for the subscribers.
Oh,
So,
nice.
um, anyway, I'm excited that you're up to 7,000. Yay!
Thanks, Mel. And you're almost hitting the 20K, so we're both doing good, aren't we?
Oh, yep. Um, I
We got,
remember when Linda Grindle I first went on, and I
yeah.
had 300 people, and it's taken a while to get up to this, but we'll see what happens.
Right.
So you were you were at 5,000 in December, right?
Yeah. So already at 7,000, 5 months later. So,
Well, I think it depends a lot of times on how often you're on
mhm.
and that sort of thing. And so, I'm not on as much as other people are because I do readings during the day, but
You've been on more lately, though. I
I
mean,
have.
because you normally do your show with Linda and our show, but you've started doing shows with Kim. I've seen you on with Kevin and Aiden and a couple other readers. So you're getting more time in. I've been trying to dedicate at least another day and trying to add more personal readings. So my goal is to do at least 3 a week now. But here soon, I'm still kind of getting everything together for the Reiki classes, but at some point I would like to do some collective group healings as
Kevin,
well. So
um, you and I alternate shows on Thursdays.
yeah,
Kim Copeland and I alternate shows on Wednesdays. Linda Grindle and I alternate shows on Mondays. Then I'm, guest appearances on shows, and I'll have guests on our show. Or, we can even do collabs, Kevin. We can do some of those.
yeah.
And Kevin Lewis wants to start doing a show on Fridays.
Oh,
So
nice.
maybe we can alternate that. So, but Tuesdays, maybe I can be a guest on somebody's show or they can be on mine. But typically, I like at least one night off because I
Right.
work on my trips and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and as much as we enjoy doing this too, and when we're doing readings or like I do Reiki during the day too, you need to have that balance and just a day that you can kind of do your own thing.
all right. So
We ready to get
everybody,
going?
mintblizzardsbones.com. They really are amazing. They're really good. So are we ready?
Yep. You want to start off? I'm still working on starring because we've got a lot of questions in
Okay.
here.
Dottie Boyker says, "Hi, guys and everyone. Wondering if a reconciliation with a family member will be possible. It's been a very tough road."
Will you click on it, Mel?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Gosh. There we
go.
go. My feeling is that there will be reconciliation, but be careful so it doesn't rob you of your power, and keep your guidelines going. That's what I pick up. I see the number 10. So it could be 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, but it will happen. But here again, keep your boundaries and keep your power. That's what my guides tell me. What do you think, Kevin?
I'm feeling a reconciliation. It does feel like it's a little while out. But I'm just going to throw a couple cards for you, Dottie. Yeah. I feel like it's not been easy. I don't know if there's an element too of needing to have some strong boundaries, or if this family members, sometimes relationships don't serve us the best. They can, kind of drag us down a little bit with the devil card. And I have retreat. He's coming through as a really strong, fiery man, or yeah, I think it's a male energy that she's talking about. I see reconciliation, but I feel like it's going to be a while. But I'm just getting the message to make sure to have strong boundaries and that you're both on the same page when it gets to that point of trying to restart things.
All right. Sunny Vibes says, I love that name, Sunny Vibes. Hi, gentlemen. Love you both. Thank you. My mom passed 19 years ago today. Wow. 2004. I would love a validating message from her, Marjorie. Thank you so much. What do you get, Kevin?
I'm just trying to get caught up with the chat real quick. So can we just one second?
I'm seeing like laughter. So I'm just wondering, if she had like a kind, laughing spirit. Um, I just want to smile.
Mm.
She is around you. I feel it. And she's giving me the smell either of roses or gardenias. I don't know what that
Mm.
means. Um, and she's showing me a necklace of some sort. I don't know if you got like a necklace or a piece of jewelry that she's telling me about that she wants you to have. Um, she's also saying for you, our spirit is saying for you to start thinking about your healing abilities because they're showing me the symbol of the hands, which means healing. Uh, but she's showing me this beautiful dove.
I saw a dove too, and I just pulled a dove, Mel. So
Uh,
that is validation.
Dove. There you go. So
Oh, I love that.
whenever you see a dove, it's her. Okay, Kevin, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I see a beautiful dove just like flying over you. So definitely, it feels like to me like just very much helping to guide you, watching over you, sunny vibes. Um, with the doves, for me, they often come in as loved ones coming through, so sending messages of love. But also too, doves represent to me kind of surrendering, that heaviness, kind of releasing that burden. Um, she's coming through and she's wanting you to remember her by the happy memories you created. So the happy times. And I'm really kind of reflecting on these photos. So maybe celebrating her today and going through the photo album. Um, let's see. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Sunny.
And you don't have to go to the cemetery because she's not in the cemetery.
Yeah, she's just saying she's just a thought away. Very close. I feel a lot of love. If there's any grief or regret that you're still kind of holding on to, she wants you to surrender that. She wants you to remember her by all the happy memories, is what I'm getting for you, Sunny Vibes.
Thank you. All right. Carolyn, will my son get the job in San Francisco?
All right.
I see him working in SF, and I pulled the King of Pentacles, which would mean more money coming from him. The Ace of Swords, there might be a little delay or disappointment with it, but there's some kind of spiritual intervention happening. And I do see him working in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, I hear yes. I just see some delays with it.
Yeah, I get celebration. Number 3 is coming through. So 3 weeks, 3 months. Carol, has he had a little bit of a hard time? Because I feel like maybe it's been unemployed for a while or trying to get things to work in San Francisco. I get that he's been feeling a little bit defeated and letting that go. Because, yeah, there's a job coming in. This is the card of the 3 of Cups. So it's celebration, friendships, gatherings. But the number 3 was coming through to me too. So it could be 3 weeks, 3 months at the latest. But I do feel a job coming in for him, Carolyn.
Okay. Lady Silver, 1111. Hi, everyone. What challenges is the full moon eclipse bringing me? Well, it doesn't have to bring challenges, really. I like the moon. I like the sun. Grandmother Moon is the keeper of intuition. So she's going to remind you, Lady Silver, to pay attention to your intuition. The intuition is that first thought, that first feeling, that first thing that comes through. And then sometimes we get hung up in the analysis paralysis. Like, is this my intuition? Is this me thinking this? So she's reminding you, Grandmother Moon, to pay attention to your intuition. And what happens in the eclipse? The moon is blotted out, but then it shines bright again. So don't think that your intuition is blotted out. I see you allowing it to shine brightly. I'll tell you what bothers me is this retrograde Mercury. That's one planet I think they should blow up.
The eclipse energy is pretty heavy too. I've had the weirdest dreams all week and just not the most restful dreams.
See,
the energy felt kind of heavy for me
the lunar
too.
eclipse always works well for me.
No.
Maybe it's because I'm an Aries. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Um, but I'm not afraid of. I'm not afraid of of of, of the moon. I don't look at necessarily challenges, but maybe positive lessons we can learn.
Yeah.
Um, Retrogrades Mercury just they would drive me insane.
It's been a brutal one.
Oh, this one is just like been. Oh my god.
Lady Silver, for you, what I'm getting, I think now's the time to kind of rest. This is the card of like going within, meditating. I don't feel like it's with the energies right now. I think it's a good time to plan, but rather not act. Really brainstorm and think things through. But it's interesting because I have a gift coming for you during the full moon, a wonderful surprise. I'm just getting the message to just take a step back. I think there's a bit of brainstorming or reevaluating for right now, and then building a strong foundation for your future.
Okay. TNAB says, "Thank you, Kevin and Mel. Just had a colonoscopy. One polyp came back. They said the prep was not good and need to do a second one. Do I need to? Okay. Well, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I can't practice medicine. But my guides are telling me to tell you to listen what the doctors are telling you.
Yeah.
So if my doctor told me I needed to do a second colonoscopy, I might gripe and moan about it, but I'd be there in a nanosecond.
Right.
So that's my response.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%, Mel. We're not medical professionals, so to give medical advice. I would tell people to follow their intuition, but I'm feeling very much the same message as Mel, trusting your doctors if they say that you need another one.
I would do it. Okay.
Hey, Mel, can we, since we have so many questions here, do you mind, can we go in a random order?
Yeah, just let me do one thing here real quick.
Okay.
Because here's one I think you might want. Okay. Pat Cunningham says, "I love you both. Would like to hear a message from my daughter. She passed away at 15. It's been 34 years. Miss her so much."
So sorry.
I see her like dancing and whistling, and she's right beside you, very playful, holding your hand. So when you start to see a pressure on your left side, almost like something taking your hand, but nothing's there, that will be her. And you still have a long life on the earth plane, but when it's your time to cross over, she's going to come for you. And she's showing me a dog and a cat. And there's a cat sitting on her shoulder, and there's this dog looking up at her begging, for a treat. And I just see this beautiful smile on her. And she's, when you're having times of trouble, Pat, she is going to be taking by the hand and just leading you right through them. That's what the message I'm getting.
Oh, I love that, Mel. Just for reference, if everybody watching could, if we're doing mediumship, can you give a name? Because it helps me to kind of connect a little bit more strongly. Immediately when I tapped in, I can't imagine losing a child. I just felt that.
I couldn't either.
That grief, that heaviness that you've been holding on to. Her message for you, Pam, she wants you to let go of if you feel like you've made a mistake or it was your fault for her passing, because it wasn't. She's saying, there's no concept of time on the other side. Time is something just for Earth. And I feel like the message with the time is, her life may have been short, but that's what she agreed upon while she was down here. That connection that you have, that love, can't be destroyed. She's saying that we're so connected. I'm always with you. I just see her as a beautiful white light around you. Just so much love. And I'm just seeing this beautiful smile with her, Pam. So she wants you to let go of maybe feeling like you did something wrong or there's something else you could have done, because it was her time is what I'm getting. But so much love there. Sarah, thank you, Pam.
Can we do two more this way, then we'll go random? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Crazy Shark 22. Do you see me getting a promotion at my current job anytime soon?
Mm.
I see a change in job or job title, and I see the number 8. It could be 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. It could be August.
Yeah.
So I see a change in job title. Absolutely.
August really resonated with me as soon as you said it, Mel. I definitely feel the same way, Crazy Shark. There's something coming in for you soon.
Okay. We got one more, and then we'll go random. How's that?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Spiritual guides, Ted Williams, right path partner, Scott passed. I don't quite understand.
I think, he's just looking for a message from spirit, if he's on the right path, or if we can pick up to his partner, Scott, that's passed.
I'm hearing that Scott is saying you're on the right paths, plural.
Okay.
And I see another partner coming in, if not already.
Okay.
It would be long-term and lasting. That's what I'm picking.
And I just felt like a thumbs up, like him supporting it too.
All right. All right. So Kevin, you want to go random now? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we'll just kind of go through because we're getting a lot of questions in here. So I think it makes it a little bit more fair. Just kind of whatever pops out.
Okay. You might have to help me with this, but
Okay.
Sunny Valeria, is it? Or Valeria? My son Eric just moved in with a female roommate. Will it develop into a romantic relationship?
I'm not feeling it turning into a relationship. Not to say sorry. I feel like there may be a fling.
You know what you're thinking. I got it too.
I don't feel it turning into anything serious is what I'm feeling.
No, I'm seeing somebody else for Eric. But I do see the friendship lasting with those two, but I still see someone else for Eric. Okay. Let's see here. Carrie Sween, will my niece buy a new home this year? I see it more like in a year and a half.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't feel it this year, but not too far out.
All right.
I think that the market's going to be better next year anyway. I feel like the interest rates coming down and the home prices aren't as inflated as they are right now.
Okay. If you see any Kevin that jumps out at you,
I'm just working on trying to star them and keeping up with them.
I'm not even in the star ones. I'm just doing random.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here you go. Phoenix Rise. Any messages from my dad who is on the other side? He's been on my mind. Well, if he's on your mind, that's his way of letting you know that he's around you. And sometimes it doesn't have to be some kind of profound message. He's just wanting to know he's around you, helping you out. He's telling me your finances are going to increase. Because he's showing me pentacles or a spirit showing me pentacles, specifically the 6 of pentacles. And that means an increase in finances, and it means an abundance of much better things coming. And so the struggle that's been behind you, because you've been struggling a lot, will get a lot better. That's what he's telling me to tell you.
I was just kind of tapping in. I felt like Phoenix Rising, I felt like he was, I don't know if he was a handyman. I felt like he did a lot of work with his hands, like good at building or fixing things. It's interesting because he's been on your mind lately because he's saying, I'm standing right next to you. So just know when you start to think of him kind of out of the blue, he's there with you. I am getting a message. He's apologizing and asking for forgiveness. I'm not sure if maybe there were issues in the relationships, or maybe he wasn't the most emotionally available while he was on this place. So he's asking for forgiveness, something he's sorry for, and he doesn't want you to worry about him. And he's saying it's beautiful where I am.
Okay. Nivra, I think. I would love a card or two, please.
All right.
Let me just see here. Pull a card for Nivra. Ooh. I pulled the devil. That's not a bad thing. And the
Mm,
devil means new beginnings. It means breaking away from the chains that have been holding you back.
yeah.
It could be like move, it could be job change. It's almost like a whole new life pattern coming into play that looks like it's going to be really positive for you.
Yeah. It's like breaking those chains and letting go of those things that are no longer serving you.
Correct.
I'm going to pull a card for you. For me, what came up, I don't know if this is a new career or like feels like you're doing something, maybe like a hobby and trying to breaking out to make extra money with it. And I feel like, or there's some kind of new passion coming in, something that you're really enjoying. I don't know if it's a hobby. It feels like it may be something you're making money from, something creative. And Spirit's saying to go for it. Yeah, it's a time of this is a kind of like time of brainstorming and lighting that fire, getting those ideas out into the ether. And I'm feeling like taking that leap of faith with it. Yeah, because it's going to pay off. There's material harvest with it, Nerva.
Okay. Diane Bark, love you both. Well, thanks, Diane. Many psychics say I'm supposed to meet my soulmate out of the blue. Do you see that happening for me? Well, I don't see it falling from the sky,
Mm,
but I don't see it online. I see it more through synchronicity. So it could be more like through somebody who knows somebody or more of a situation like that. But I do see it happening. And I see the number 5. It could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years. But when you meet this individual, you will know.
mm.
What do you pick up, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. I feel something, but for me, it feels like it's a little farther out, Diane. Um, I'm getting a message though too that you have to get out there more. A lot of us, I think, especially since the pandemic, have gotten used to staying home or working from home. So getting out there and putting yourself out there a little bit more. But for me, it feels like it doesn't feel like it's this year, maybe next year, or um, but yeah, I see somebody coming in for you, Diane.
Okay, Bobby says, will my son ever get a job he can handle? He has bad anxiety plus other
Mm,
medical problems. Well, the word I see for him is lokahi, Lokahi, which means balance. So I see his anxiety becoming more balanced.
mm,
And at some point, I do see him holding a job, but it's a while off yet. Um,
yeah,
but I do see with proper therapy and maybe medications and things like that, that the anxiety is brought into balance so it doesn't become so debilitating.
yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that you said balance because things are feeling very balanced. Um, yeah, the anxieties. This is like mental restriction, so like that anxiety feels like it's really crippling. I do feel like there is something because he's got abundance coming here for him too. It feels like it takes a bit of time though, Bobby, is what I'm picking up.
Okay.
It may even be something that the king of rods can oftentimes be like an entrepreneur or a leader. So it feels like maybe him doing his own thing to make some extra money and being successful with it.
Okay. Patty Palmer. Hi, I'm going through a really hard time getting ready for surgery
Mm,
and doctors that don't understand my anxiety issues. Will the surgery go well? Now,
mm,
remember, we're not doctors for entertainment purposes only.
yeah.
Kevin, you got anything?
I'm gonna throw a card for you, Patty. I'm just feeling like doing your best to just kind of breathe, finding that balance. I feel like it's gonna go okay, but I'm just gonna throw a card or two for you. Yeah. I have the temperance card, which is healing. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. You have the star card, which is all about like light. Like yes, things are gonna go okay. Try to be positive about it. Try to get out of the fear. I feel like the recovery, it may be a little bit slower recovery because this is my healing card coming um with the temperance card. But yeah, I think it's gonna go well.
Well, I think when you said that, the message is if you hang on to the anxiety, it's going to make the healing a lot slower. But I pulled the
That
Eight
could
of
be.
Wands, which means victory.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I can't tell you to have surgery, but my feeling is you'll have it. My feeling is you'll pull through it with flying colors. So, you know, um, I can't say whether doctors should or shouldn't understand anxiety. It's a frightening thing to go through surgery, but
Yeah.
I see victory. I feel, you'll probably have a slight temperature a day or two afterwards, but that's normal. And so I see it pulling through it just fine.
Yeah. Try to stay in the light. Try to get out of the fear, Patty. It's going to be okay.
Step out of the fear. Just like Leslie did. She stepped out of the fear. And when people told her no, she said, no just means that you got to negotiate.
I like that. Like starting my YouTube channel and getting out of my comfort zone and just taking that leap of faith.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All
Just
right.
trusting and allowing that everything's going to be okay.
C'est la vie. Great team, you and Mel. What message is
Thank
important
you.
for me today? Keep your power. That's what's coming through. Keep your power. That's the message I got. Step out of the disappointment, because sometimes disappointment can be a lesson, and keep your power.
Interesting. I got white doves again. Say, Livia, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if you've been feeling kind of stuck lately, is what I'm picking up, or maybe there's been some challenges, some hurdles to overcome. Ganesha is clearing away obstacles. Um, yeah, and letting go of those things that aren't serving you anymore. I got the dove again. So there is some positive news. There's a positive message coming for you. And this hard time is all about your evolution. It's an opportunity for you to grow. I always tell people the hardest lessons and the hardest things that we go through are really those opportunities that we learn and grow the most for. So, yeah, letting go of the past or regrets and just charging full steam ahead. It feels like the energy shifting to a more positive message coming in.
Okay. Gil Zeigler. I had a reading with Mel a few months ago. Hi. And he said I would meet my soul partner. Nothing yet, but feel him close. Do you both feel this will happen? Okay. Number one, timing is really difficult
Yeah.
for psychics. So if I say 8, I tell everybody it could be 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, could be the 8th of the month. I don't think you've missed any opportunities, Gail. I see it happening. And I don't know what number I gave you then, but right now I'm seeing the number 13, my favorite number.
Oh,
So it
nice.
could be 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 months. It's not 13 years. Could be the
Yeah.
13th of the month, but I do feel
All right, let me just focus in. A few months ago, you said meet my soulmate, nothing yet, but I feel him close. Do you feel this will happen soon, Gail? I feel yes. I don't think it's too far out.
okay.
I'm just throwing a couple cards. I got it. I got the Ace of Cups, which is a new relationship. Yeah, and you're coming through as the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it feels so. I'm getting the number 2 here. 2 of Swords. It feels like maybe feeling a little bit stuck or at a crossroads, needing to make a decision. But ultimately, yes, there's love coming in, and you're coming through as the Queen of Love here. So I think that this relationship's really going to fill the love tank. There's going to be a strong emotional connection. For me, Gail, I'm feeling like he's coming back a little. He's coming in a little bit more calmer energy, but emotionally available. His heart feels like it's really nice and open. So it feels like there's a good emotional connection between the two of you.
Okay. All right. Deborah DiPietro. I'm worried about my son Cassius. He is a rapper and seems like such a dangerous field. Will he be successful? And above all, say, I see him being successful with his rapping. Rap's not one of my favorite music styles or genres, but who cares? I think he's really talented. I feel him safe, and I encourage him to go on, because if he does, my guides tell me he'll do well with it.
I'm getting interesting cards. I do feel like there's going to be opportunities, like the world's watching him. But I do feel like, is he safe? I feel like he's safe, but maybe some of the environments he's in aren't the best, because he's feeling a little low and betrayed, I think. So I would tell him to watch out, keep that intuition open. But yeah, I think it's going to go well. we have the Four of Wands, which is often the house card, but it's celebrating milestones. So yeah, I think there's going to be opportunities for him to get some attention in the world stage.
Debbie Feldkamp, my daughter Brandy passed 2 years ago. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me if she transitioned okay and how's she doing? Well, I feel like she went right to the light.
Yeah.
And I see her surrounded by this bright white golden light. And it's like I see these angelic wings that she has. And I see that she's at an incredible peace and harmony and love. And I feel that that she, when I say she's at rest, it's meaning like she's at peace.
Mm.
And I feel this tremendous sense of peace from her. That's what I pick up. That was the message I got.
I'm going to throw a couple cards for you, Debbie, but interesting. I was being shown a puppy, so I don't know if she was an animal lover or if maybe there was a connection with a dog, or I feel like there is a strong animal love, but like animals being with her. She's coming and saying that she's with the rest of the family, so I feel family members coming to guide her, help guide her into the light. She's saying tears cleanse the soul. So she's saying, you know, with that, it's okay to cry. It's a heavy, hard loss. They cleanse the soul. She just wants you to know she's fine. We'll be together again. She's always with you, Debbie.
Okay.
Oh, Kevin Lewis is watching. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. I'm glad you're reading these because I'm just trying to pick out.
I'm trying to keep up with starring them. We have over 300 people watching, so it's been a little bit busy with the chat today.
Sonia Pinola, Auntie Melon Kevin, do you have a message from Spirit for me about where I live? Please and thank you. Well, I see packed boxes, and whenever Spirit shows me packed boxes, that could be to move or remodeling or something, unless you've just moved. But at some point, if you do move, it'll be because you want to, not because you have to.
Yeah.
And I do pick up a move. I'm just not sure when. And that's what I'm coming up with. What are you getting, Kevin?
I'm going to throw a card for you, Sonia. Feels like the living situation or wherever you at, there's maybe some problems or something doesn't feel right about it, something that doesn't make you happy. And I'm kind of feeling like, too, like Mel, like there's going to be an opportunity to move into something better. Yeah, working really hard to accomplish those things. Knight of Cups. Messenger of Love. Yeah, heading into a new direction. I feel like you're going to be okay with I feel like you're going to be okay with the housing situation, Sonia. It feels like a little bit heavy. I don't know if it's like issues with the landlord or something, but I feel like you're heading into a new positive direction that's going to feel better.
Okay. Celtic Seer. Hi, Celtic Seer. I love that name.
Seer.
You have a message from my mother, Catherine, who passed in 2001. She wants you to know that she's very proud of you. And Spirit is saying they want you to continue with your metaphysical and your intuitive work and your healing work. But she's very, very proud of you. And it's funny, it looks like you're hesitating about a few things, but she's standing behind you and pushing you forward. I love it. So she was a nice lady, but very strong.
Yeah, I feel strong too.
Yeah, I can see her pushing Celtic Seer forward, going, okay, go do it. Anyway, that's what I picked up.
Was Mom really like religious, like had a really strong faith, I feel like? Yeah, her energy is very strong.
Yeah, very strong, but good. It's good energy.
She's saying she has a new understanding. A new understanding. I don't know if this has to do with her faith. Like maybe she was very devout with it. But like being more open to like the spiritual side and not being so devout now, like understanding where she's at. Don't you know that's beautiful where she's at? You know, we're soulmates, so there's a very strong connection between the two of you. And that connection can't be destroyed. I don't know if there's something that you maybe feel like regret or guilty about, but she wants you to let that go. She said you have nothing to feel guilty about. Just talk to her. I feel like you sense her. She's come around you before, Celtic Seer, in maybe dreams or maybe feeling her around you, smell. Um, but yeah, she's good where she's at. It's beautiful where she's at, Celtic Seer.
Okay, I can't pronounce the name. Evelyn.
Evelyn.
I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. Well, my finances get better this month. Well, I'm seeing more like within the next 3 or 4 months they'll start to get better. That's what I'm picking up. And I pulled a pentacle, which the 3 of pentacles, which could mean like a change in job or maybe a part-time job or something. I don't know if there's any kind of work with the hands involved, but I do see them getting better. But I see the number 3, so I think it could be more like it could be 3 weeks or 3 months. But I think more close to around 2 or 3 months.
I've read for Evelyn before, and I felt like something new coming in, and I think that she is very crafty. I think if I remember correctly, I was telling her to do something. Like there was some kind of craft with it, but like to continue to persevere, do that. I felt like job opportunities coming in too.
Okay.
It's interesting because throwing cards, I do feel like it's been a little bit tough for you. So you have the strength card, which is Spirit's way of telling you, continue to persevere, continue to be strong and confident. There is going to be opportunities coming in for you. But I'm actually getting, I know it's, you're asking about finances, which I feel like maybe a struggle for a little bit, but them getting better. But I'm feeling relationships coming in. You got a love and partnership, Knight of Cups. So a messenger of love coming in and walking away from maybe past relationships into something more positive, Evelyn.
Okay. All right. Paula says, hello, everyone. I'm retired. Wonder if I should move by my daughter on the West Coast or my son in Wisconsin or somewhere else. I can't answer that. Only my guides tell me, let your heart be your guide.
Yeah.
And they will guide you. I think you're probably thinking too much about it, analyzing it too much. And your guides will put it in your head, and out of the clear blue, you'll be like, yeah, that's where I need to go.
Yeah.
But I see somewhere different.
You know what? And this isn't telling you where you should go. I think that you should make that decision for yourself. But ultimately, Wisconsin's really resonating with me, Paula.
Okay.
And maybe closer to the sun.
I'm just told
but make sure to think that through and make sure it's the best decision for you. I don't know if you're leaning one way or another, but
her, like, boom, it will come through.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's a good one. Cindy Loomis, love you guys. I'm thinking of selling my homemade crochet blankets and baby clothes. Ooh, my mother used to crochet.
Nice.
Will I be successful? Well, success is defined as how happy you are on what you're doing.
Oh.
But I see you getting orders, absolutely. And it's a way to step out of illusion, delusion, confusion, right? Just depends on how you market them. But watch what you ask for, because, it's one thing to get a lot of orders of something. It's another thing to produce them all. And so I would have a lot of crocheted blankets in stock because you're going to get busy with it at some point.
I love that. Just on a side note, Paula said that she's in Wisconsin, so maybe staying where she's at then.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Maybe that's why it was resonating with me too, because that's where she's at.
Got it.
Cindy, I do feel it's going to be successful. I'm feeling, I don't know if you're thinking about going to like art fairs or stuff like that, craft fairs to sell, but I also feel like making sure to market it like on Facebook or marketing it online to help. I think it maybe starts off a little bit slow. It's going to take a lot of perseverance, but I think you'll get there. I'm getting a message: get out of your way, get out of the fear. Just take that leap of faith and go for it. If it's what you love, it's going to bring you that love and harmony, that bliss, because it's what you love doing. It's what you enjoy. So I say, step out of the fear, take that leap of faith, trust that it's going to all be okay. It's going to be hard work, but I feel like it will be successful if you put the energy into it.
Crazy Shark. Hi, Crazy Shark. When do you see my family finally purchasing a house in a local city that we can finally call home?
I think we already answered a question for Crazy Shark.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Sorry.
I think
We got to make it fair for everybody. You guys
I think
got a
within
lot
a couple
of
years. Okay.
Yeah.
Annie G, will my small business begin to grow this year? The answer is yes. But if I look at it like within a couple years, and if you stick with it, it's going to grow like in leaps and bounds. But it will grow this year.
Yeah, I think it's going to ultimately be successful. I get the devil representing the situation now, so I don't know if maybe things have been a little bit hard. I don't know if there's a partnership with it that's maybe not the best decision. Ultimately, I get yes. I feel like there's a lot of new ideas coming in, a lot of new inspiration for you, Annie. And then you have the 10 of Cups, which is happiness and bliss, the happy family. So it feels like it's a shift. Be patient with it. But yeah, I think it's going to, slow and steady growth is what I'm feeling.
Okay. Jerry W. I am Jerry. Will I marry and when? Melvin Kevin.
I am Mary and one. Okay.
I see a marriage, and I see it as a lasting marriage. And I'm thinking, I'm picking up within the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
And so that's what I just intuited.
How long did you say?
Within the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay. Yeah, I have a relationship coming in for you with the Ace of Cups. Oh, yeah. And I love it with the Magician. So, manifesting that right relationship, that new love, it feels really good. Holding on. I don't know if there's maybe been a past relationship that you've had a hard time letting go of, but I'm feeling like if you're manifesting somebody, don't compare it to the past relationship. Let that go. Manifest what you want into a relationship. And I'm feeling like that around the same timing as Mel, like 2 to 4 years is what I was feeling. But I think it's going to be successful with the Magician.
Okay.
It's one that's going to last.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Grace is glory. I like that. It says, hi, Mel and Kevin. My best friend passed away. Does she have any messages for me and her kids? I wonder if she had cancer or something, because I see her surrounded by bright red, which could either be circulatory cancer. Well, obviously, we know she loves her kids very much, and she's around her kids. I wonder if there's like 3 or 4 kids, because I see her with her arms around all these children. Watch one of those kids for allergies. And Grace's glory, she's around you, and she wants you to look over her kids, and she knows you are, and she's thankful for the way you're looking over them.
Okay. What I was saying, I'm seeing a woman like sitting in a chair, pink robe. So a lot of pink around her, which if you're feeling maybe some kind of cancer, maybe breast cancer or something like that. She's saying, I don't know if she took the best care of herself, Grace. She's saying if she knew what she knows now, being on the other side, she would have lived her life very differently. Maybe not making the best choices. I feel like taking that leap of faith and doing something really adventurous, something that brought her a lot of joy. She's saying her mind's free, so I don't know if maybe towards the end there was maybe some cognitive issues, but it feels like she's totally free and she's surrendering it. And she's saying, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. With this message, I'm feeling like she's around you and all the kids. She can be around you all at the same time. So she's very much there to support all of you and sending you a lot of love. Pink is my color of love too. So a lot of pink is what I was feeling.
Annie G, will my daughter in Kentucky finances get better soon? Let me think here.
I feel like it's going to take a little. We just did a question for Annie too.
All right. It's a struggle, but I do see them getting better within the
Yeah,
next
a little struggle for a while is what I'm feeling.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
If you guys send a question, please send one. If you repeat it, that's fine. But we have a lot of people sending questions, so we want to get to as many as possible.
Let me check this one. Donna. Last week I had a total knee replacement. A few days later, my living room was filled with strong wafting of roses. I think it was my mom coming through to comfort me.
Yeah.
Absolutely your mother.
Yeah.
And I'm, you say roses, but I'm smelling gardenias as well. And so she came through to comfort you and to let you know that she's helping you on your path to healing.
No, I love that. Yeah, helping, supporting you while you're recovering. And I felt like your mom was very, very much caring like that. Especially like if you weren't feeling good or recovering, being there for you. And she's still doing that in spirit form. But I get an absolute yes. I was going to say before he finished the question, smelling roses, I felt like it was a motherly energy coming through.
Okay. Hi, Mel and Kevin. May I have a message from my deceased husband? He passed in 2016. His name is Alan. I see him smiling and I feel him at peace, and he's holding cards. I don't know what that means. And he's behind you and he's whispering in your ear. He's trying to get your attention to let you know he's around you. And he's showing me coins. You'll start to see coins, and that's his way of, you'll just see him laying on the floor or laying on the ground, and that's him letting you know he's around.
Oh, it's interesting because I'm getting, definitely sending you signs. My card's saying through nature. So, but it's interesting you're feeling coins. But definitely something reoccurring. Just know that he's with you. I feel like there's some confusion with the way he left. I feel like it was maybe kind of sudden and unexpected because he's saying it was his time to go and he's apologizing for leaving that way. So I think it came across as a shock. But just know that he's with you. He's always sending you loving signs, Kathy. He's saying his mind's free too.
He showed me dragonflies. So whenever you see dragonflies, that would be him. They hover, and they just kind of stay there, and zoom, they're off real quick, and they come back and they hover. I love dragonflies. They're colorful wings. So when you said nature, dragonfly came right in.
I love that.
I wonder if he liked the water, because dragonflies are always around water.
My grandma sends me the most beautiful birds, but especially cardinals. And I yell at her because I want hummingbirds sent here. And last year we were starting to get some, but definitely a lot of cardinals.
Okay. SCR Dakar Brown says, will I have legal problems with the way I finance the remodel of my father's house? Well, I do see some people questioning the way it was done. And my comment on the process in which it was done. Down the road, there would be like threats of lawsuit, but my feeling is you'll be able to negotiate your way out of that.
Yeah. I was gonna say I feel very much the same. It feels the energy feels a little bit murky, like there may be an issue here or there, but I see it ultimately being resolved. SCR. Interesting. I'm getting the 3 women. But this is also a card of celebration. I don't know if there's other women involved with this, maybe sisters. Communication between you. Yeah, it's all gonna get settled out. Okay. There may be a couple road bumps here or there, but ultimately I see it being okay.
Okay. Reinhold Neininger. Will my kids move closer to me? I see one moving closer to you.
Yeah, I felt one. I don't know. Do you have 2 or 3 kids? I was feeling maybe 2, maybe 3, actually. No, they said 2. It feels one. Is there a daughter?
I see. I just see one of them. What came to me is yes, one of them. That's
Mm-hmm.
what came through. So
I'm gonna throw a card for you.
yeah, let us know, Reinhold. Um, ooh, I drew the Seven of Pentacles. It looks like your money's going to increase, Reinhold.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you're branching out some new kind of venture, new kind of business venture or job, something, but I see your money increasing.
Mm. Yeah, I get one. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's a male because I have two knights here, but I'm getting yeah, a loved one changing directions and moving in the world closer to you, Reinhold.
Yeah, Reinhold watches quite often, so thanks
Yeah.
for your support, Reinhold.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Talks Kazim. I've been looking for a job since last year and I'm beyond desperate. Any luck coming my way soon? Oh, I'm so sorry that you've been looking for so long. Spirit says yes. Ooh, I pulled the Ten of Pentacles.
Oh, nice.
Which would be increase in money. It would be coming soon. And because it's a 10 of Pentacles, I see the number 10. So it could be 10 days, 10 weeks. I don't think it's 10 months. It could be the 10th of the month, but it's right around the corner.
Yeah. I have things coming in really quickly. I have the Chariot. So for me, it's like the number 7. So maybe in July, that would be about 10 weeks. But things kind of ramping up and moving in quickly. I think you're going to be very happy. You have the Star. So this is the card of hope and optimism. Also like the card of karma. So it's kind of coming in at the right timing for you. Things have been a bit turbulent and we're moving into calmer shores. So I know it's been really hard for you, Talks, but just know, it's going to get calmer for you. Try your best to stay into the hope, rather than the fear or being upset about it, because there is something really good coming in for you.
Okay, ENC. Moving to Montana. Any ideas on my career? I'm really excited to open a business.
Oh, cool.
I'm thinking of doing something with the hands. I wonder if it could maybe be some, well, a couple things. One, maybe, I don't know, it could be some remodeling things or just handy stuff. The other, I would think about maybe something herbal that hit me really strongly.
Okay.
And focusing on doing maybe some of your healing psychic work as well, which you could do remotely.
It's interesting for me because I feel like with this move to Montana, I was kind of seeing, I don't know if you like to paint or if you're really kind of creative or artistic, but it was kind of coming through as like a painting.
Yeah, the
And
hands,
just
the art,
looking
the crafts. Yeah.
just like looking out at the vast nature. So I think that you're going to get a lot more opportunity to find that peace and balance within nature. Something creative and artistic was coming to me, ENC, but I think you're going to enjoy your move. I think it's going to be nice and quiet and a lot of time to connect with nature. And it feels like it's very peaceful. You're very happy where you move.
Okay. Nancy D'Angelo. Let's see here. We got time for a few more.
Yeah,
Hi, guys. I have a lot of debt, which includes medical bills from a dog bite, which led to a hospital stay. And my husband hasn't worked in over a year. Well, I get a teaching job. I see, yes, it starts out maybe it's temporary and then leads more to a full-time sort of thing. So I feel yes to that.
Yeah, I'm feeling yes to the teaching job, Nancy. For me, it feels like it's like slow and steady growth, getting the finances back in track, but you'll be able to do it. But yeah, I do feel yes with the teaching.
Okay. Maria K. Miss my mom so much. I think of her every day. Were we together many times before? Absolutely. You're both old souls. You go back to prehistory.
I felt an absolute yes too, Mo.
Okay, let's do one more maybe. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Christine Thomas. Will my 100-year-old friend be okay? She fell the other day, no broken bones, but hit tile with knees and hit her head on the door.
Yeah,
Well,
I felt the
Kristen,
head like bump or something with the head.
she's not ready to cross over yet. She's going to be around for a very long time. Well, very long time. What's a very long time when you're 100? But
Yeah, right.
she's not ready to cross over yet. She's she's got a while left to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a card for Christine. I feel like she'll be okay, but I was kind of felt like the head thing kind of is bothering her right now, a little bit. Yeah, I get she's gonna be okay. I
Okay.
think she's got a lot of people watching over her and helping her. She's got the Three of Pentacles, which is all about group work, collaboration. I feel like a lot of support around her, and then triumph, success with the Ace of Swords.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Sweetie darling Lulu. Hi, sweetie darling Lulu. Jens, should I rent my own space to do my work? And I hear yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah, and I'm getting triumph, success. Yes. I feel like with this too, it's almost like having your own space, running your own space kind of gets you in like that work mode, kind of gets you. I don't know if you've been working from home, but I feel like it gives you motivation. It brings that sense on that creativity and that brainstorming, like that channel of ideas coming through. So I feel like, it'll be helpful for you.
All right. So, Kevin, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, if you'd like a reading, or I do Reiki energy healing, you can send me a text message at 440-376-4088, or you can email me at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com. kevinlovingvibrations with an S @gmail.com.
Loving Vibrations, right?
Yes. And please go over to my channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to comment on my Tuesday show at 5/2 and subscribe. I make sure that you're subscribed before before I do my drawings. But I'm doing a giveaway for a free Reiki session or a free reading for hitting 7,000 subscribers, and I'll be doing that on my Tuesday show next week.
And everybody, if you want to get a hold of me, you can do so at 847-590-5411. I still have openings on my Rhine River tour. If you book it by May the 31st of this year, you get free round trip airfare from anywhere within the continental United States. It's
Nice.
a $400 deposit to hold it. Don't have to make final payment until June of next year. So anyway, and please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Kevin's, and remember, if you got bad human breath, mintblizzardsbones.com.
Yes.
Kevin, this has been so much fun.
Yes, and me and Mel will be on the Cool Crones channel tomorrow night doing politics. So
Are we gonna be live, or are we gonna be?
I think we'll be live, but I don't know if she gets questions beforehand or live. So try to come live and send questions.
That's at
We
7
got some
o'clock.
stuff to talk about. We got some exciting stuff going on. So.
That's 7 o'clock Central, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully see you all tomorrow.
All right.
All
Bye.
right. Take care, everyone.
Namaste.